Alright class. It's been a great time, but we've come to the end of today's science class. Do not forget that you're having your final science test tomorrow. You're going to choose a partner and carry out a science experiment with your partner. So, I hope you study very well at home, and ensure to come with your lab coat tomorrow.
Oh, man. What a boring day in school today. I can't wait to get home and play some more video games. I am so bored.
Later.
Oh man. I'm so tired of playing all my old games. It's getting really boring, and I need newer games for my PS5. Oh wait. What if I ask Dad to buy me some new games for my PS5? That way, I won't have to play boring old games, and I'll have more games to play. That's a lot better. I'm gonna go ask Dad now. Hey Dad. There's something I'd like to ask you.
Oh my gosh. What is it this time?
Dad, can you buy me new games for my PS5? I've only been playing my old games, and I'm getting really tired of them. So, I need newer games, so I don't have to play boring old games all the time.
A big, fat, no. Classic caillou, I'm not buying you new games for your PS5, because you have more than enough games already, and all you do is play video games, misbehave, and jerk around all the freaking time. Getting you more games is only going to make things worse, so just forget about it, because it's not happening.
But I'm getting really tired of playing boring old games, and I need new games on my PS5, so I can have more games to play. So, buy me new games right about now.
Classic caillou, did you not hear me well the first time? I'm not buying you new video games, because you have enough games already. Instead of focusing in school, and getting your grades up like your brother Caillou, and your sister Rosie, all you do is play video games all day, misbehave, and jerk around all the time. I wish I didn't buy you a PS5 in the first place. So don't even bother, because it's not happening.
Buy me new games, 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 buy me new games. I'm so freaking tired of boring old games, so buy me new games right about now.
Shut up! Shut your poopy mouth right about now. I have better things to do with my money, young man, so unless you have money to buy yourself new games, just forget about it. And go to your room right about now, before I take your PlayStation away.
Oh, man. But I really need new games. And my dad won't buy it for me, no matter what I say. Wait a minute. What if I pass my science class, and got my grades up in school? Then I can get Dad to buy me more games for my PS5.
Hey Classic Caillou, do you have a partner for science experiment tomorrow?
No Rosie, I don't. I wanted to ask you to be my partner, so that we can study together for tomorrow. What do you think?
Sure Classic Caillou, I'd love to be your partner. And we should also study together for other subjects, so you can get your grades up.
That sounds great, Rosie. Thank you so much.
The next day.
Alright class. It's time to begin your experiment for science test today. I hope you've all studied and prepared very well for today's test, because this is going to determine your result for science class this session. Now, bring out your lab coats, and get your equipment ready for your experiment.
Hey Classic Caillou, are you ready for science experiment today?
Ready as I'll ever be. Let's get started. Hey Dad, can I tell you something?
I said no Classic Caillou, I'm not buying you new games for your PS5, and nothing you do or say is gonna change that. And don't even bother asking for McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Pizza Hut, or KFC, because that's not happening either.
Well, I was going to say that I passed my science test. Also, Rosie and I got the best experiment.
Yes Dad. We got the best experiment in science class today.
Wow. That's so cool, Classic Caillou and Rosie. Classic Caillou, I'm glad that you're finally doing well in school and getting your grades up. I hope that you continue to study, so you can do well in school.
Thanks, Dad. Dad. Now that I passed my science test, can you get me more games for my PS5?
Let me see. I can get you more games now, Classic Caillou. Also, you're now ungrounded, so you can go out to the park whenever you like.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, Classic Caillou.